Alright, we've got our guys now working in here, the laundry. Oh, we've got our shelves being stocked in our shop. Nice. What we got here? We got like a little newspaper, packets of, looks like condoms, like shower gel of some sort maybe. Soap, magazines, newspapers. Slowly decking out nicely. Oh, we got happy chocolate bars maybe, books. Nice. Looks like a little monkey. Oh, look like playing cards on the end. Our busy little bees. That's a lot of guys in there working. We've got guys down in our chapel yet? No, we haven't got anyone down in the chapel at the moment. A little picture. It's like a single copy of a book. I wish it marked where the old foundation's finished, so we can know if it is just a case of insufficient foundations. Maybe it's just the floor tiles, because I know it's the floor tiles change here. So maybe if I just change the floor tiles, if that solves the problem? Yeah, look, if the different colour of walls... But then again, this area I didn't put any extra... Oh no, I did. I built it as foundations, didn't I? Ah, maybe that's it. Paving slabs outdoor only. See, no, it doesn't say that I can't. What about concrete floor? Ah, so that is the edge of the foundations there. So, I actually do need to build the foundations here. I need 950 bucks to make up one more cell. I'm just going to demolish everything. Okay, so let's wait for the money to tick over. This is looking good down here. This is looking fine over here. The shop's being decked out. The library hasn't been touched at the moment. Ah, requires foundation education program. So that's the reason why I haven't got anyone in there at the moment, because nobody's qualified. Because we don't have a classroom. Okay. So that's going to be difficult on our literacy aspect. So everything else is now looking good. So we need a classroom to get the literacy sorted. So maybe it'd be better if I get rid of the library altogether and replace it with a classroom. Yeah, maybe that would be a better option. Okay, so let's clear out this room. So we'll dismantle everything in here. We're going to turn this into the classroom. 5x5. Dismantle, dismantle all the things. Dismantle, 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 dismantle. Okay. Classroom needs school desk and an office desk. Nice and easy. Office desk is $30. Let's go round. Naughty, behave. School desks. Let's go. One. We'll do rows. Here we go. So row here. We'll do a row here. And we'll do an office desk here. And a chair. Although you technically don't need the chair, but let's put a chair in. Oh, this dormitory is causing all sorts of problems down here. What's the cell quality in here? Is that what's causing them to have constantly riot? Oh, it's -1. Great. Okay. Room is required to be at least 6 squares per prisoner. 1 TV per 4 prisoners. Oh, there we go. It's now grade 2. 1 outdoor window, 1 pool table, 1 chair. So let's put a couple of things in here so they stop complaining, shall we? We're a bit strapped for cash, but at the end of the day, if it stops them having fights in here, that is the important thing. So we'll put 1 window here. There's 4 prisoners in here anyway, so 1 chair. What else do we need? 1 chair per 4 prisoners. 1 bookshelf. We're not going to put a phone booth in. We might put a TV in. Let's put a phone bookshelf and a TV. Ah, I wonder if I put a bookshelf in each of the rooms, will that fulfill the requirement for literacy for now? It's going to cost a fair whack, but if it keeps them happy, 1 bookshelf and 1 TV. Where's the TV? TV. 1 TV. Does that make them a bit happier in here? Intelligence, no. Logistics, room quality. Okay, so it's now average to all the other cells. 8 out of 2. 10 out of 2. Okay, so let's have a look. How much are bookshelves? Bookshelves are... We might just buy a bucket load of bookshelves. They're $30 a go. I can afford 1. Okay. Let's start putting these in each cell, shall we? Right next to the toilet, because who doesn't want to have a read when they're sitting on the toilet? 1, 2, 3. Ah, we've got another dormitory here, so we need to make sure these guys get 1. Okay, these guys need a chair as well. $200 for a TV, yikes. That's a pricey TV. Come on, money. Give me the money. Why have we gone down to 727? Corporation taxes? Prisoner wages. Oh yeah, we've now got prisoners working for us, so we've had to pay them. Reform program. So this is what I was talking about before. Although we're now keeping the prisoners happy with some of the things that they're now able to do, it is costing us money. So reform programs is costing us $550 a day at the moment, which is crazy. But hey, we'll keep it going for now. It's going to slow down our income, but like I say, I'd sooner that we slow the income and stop any fights than there be fights all the time. People escape, people riot, people get hurt, people die. It's going to cost us more money in the long run. Bookshelves. Okay, let's slowly start decking people out with bookshelves again. So 1 in here, 1 in here. Gives our workmen something to do as well. Another bookshelf. Start putting some in here. Another bookshelf. No, can't afford it yet. Another one. And another one. So for every tick we can do 2. So we'll be able to deck this out in a day or so. Just rotate that around. And another one. And another one. Right, while that's ticking over, let's put a new reform program into play. We can give people a foundation education program, as we now have a classroom. So we've got people going through the pharmacological treatment, as shown by the red bar. We've got almost 1 guy who's completed his parole hearing and 5 more to go. And 2 have finished, but none have been granted parole. The advantage of getting them to parole early is the fact that it gets them out of your prison, so it frees up a cell. It then gives you the money to receive an extra inmate and starts the whole process again. You do get money up front for when a prisoner arrives, so it's always good to have that nice boost of money when they turn up. Because I haven't had people turn up for a while, that's why my money's kind of just relying on the tick over of the daily income at the moment. Put another bookshelf in and another bookshelf in, and let's move across here. Get a new one in down here. We'll put this one here. This one in here. This one here. 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 And this cell I'm not going to worry about because there's no one in it for now. So that should... see if that affects everyone's literacy needs. We'll have to keep an eye on it. Some prisoners just want to read. Adding a library will let those prisoners borrow books to meet this need. Well, they've got a bookshelf. Hopefully that'll do the same. Wow, our shop is now fully decked out. Nice. Our storage room is pretty full. Containing lights mostly. For this area up here. So yeah, this is the effect of distribution of power. So you can see the area of the lightning bolts, that is the area that is unpowered. If I go to the utility screen, you can see that having electricity up to here creates like a little circuit board out here. So these are the actual lights that are in the prison. So you can see the little dots, you know, the electricity supply for this light comes off of this feed here. So only going up to here gives me like a little bit of an area of influence. I have noticed, however, it does change with walls. So you can see there is a wall here. The electricity supply, however, doesn't go past the walls here. So you have to make sure that you have a nice distribution pattern inside. You don't have to do it on every single cell, because not every single cell needs a full whack of power. Because you don't have lights in every single cell. Oh, will you stop fighting? So you just need to have a nice distribution pattern for your electricity. Can we get more cable in? We can get a tiny bit more cable in. Let's go up here. $200 worth of cable. We're going to have to go across as well, so let's start planning to go across. Oh, I've just paid for reform, so I'm now in debt. We'll wait for that to tick over. Gives our workmen something to do for the time being. Tick, tick, tick. Oh, I'm getting money now for the shop intake. So the shop gave me $10. It's not a huge amount, but at least it is something. Let's have a look at finances. Shop revenue yesterday, $25. So there you go. It's giving me a nice little, tiny little bit of money. Days without incident. So technically, if I put more guards in my prison, yes, it's going to cost me more in wages. But I'll get a bonus for every day that I have a day without incident. We saw there was a fight in one of the cells overnight. Like I say, ideally you want to try and get the cell quality as high as possible because that's going to give you the biggest multiplier for days without incident. As I said to you, my money for the income was 700 and it's now down to 400 because I had a incident. As well as, obviously, I've now introduced a classroom reform program. Although it's not currently in use. Interesting. Oh, got $2,000. Where did that come from? Oh, early release prisoner reward. There we go. So someone was successfully given parole. So I got $3,000 for it. And I'm now down to 24 out of 25. So let's open up the prison for one person. So I'll get a nice $500. What I'm actually going to do is... actually going to spend that on paving slabs to get people into here. See if we can encourage people to come up to the shop. Which they will do if they don't have to walk across grass, which makes them walk really slowly. Let's get that sorted there. Okay, so let's finish the walls up here now. We've got that extra money. What I might do is actually enclose this off here and then open this up here. Just so it means I can start filling up these cells slowly with people. before fully opening up the prison. So I'm going to get the nice sort of boost to the revenue for people coming in without it really affecting my distribution for the plans for the kitchen and things. It's going to give me a nice boost to the money, so I'm going to be able to let prisoners come in, get the money, so I'm going to be able to build the kitchen. So it kind of works. Let's get a fence in here. And then I'll be able to get rid of all this fencing here. There we go. Let's demolish this fence here and this fence here. So that's it. I've now got access here for these cells for the yard. So I can start decking these cells out finally. Okay, so let's get rid of the planning on the cells because we know what our cell layouts are going to be. We're going to go for the basic cell layout as we did down here before because, well, because why not really? It's working for us for now. As I said to you, we're going to expand out on what's in the cells. We'll start putting windows in. That's why we made these ones a little bit longer. So we'll do the basics for now, and then once the people are in them, we can, and once the kitchen's built, we can start expanding on them a little bit more. So we're actually going to use the clone tool this time, so we can, let's first of all actually sort the plumbing out. So we'll get pipes in. Fortunately we can't clone pipes, so it's a little bit of a nuisance to do, but get it over and done with. Make sure each of the cells has got supply for a shower and a toilet, which I always put closest to the door, so I have to run the pipe the smallest amount of distance. Along here, along here, here, along here, so on and so forth. I can actually do that, 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 that. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Best thing about using the clone tool as well is I can build one cell, and I know I build everything in that cell, and then when I make a clone of it, it won't let me print that new cell or make a duplicate copy of that cell unless I got enough money to build it. So once it is built, I know that if it lets me build it, I can use it as a cell. So if I add a toilet in, toilet, 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 where art thou, toilet? Let's do showers. I know where the showers are. Shower. Ah, there's the toilet. And a toilet. Nice. Get a drain in underneath the shower. And that is the basic requirements for a cell. Room quality. 6 squares, shower head, and bed. Okay. So that is a cell. The only thing I'm going to have to bear in mind is, in fact, I can do it here because this is all the same shape along here. So, one jail door in as well. How much are jail doors normally? Jail doors are normally $200. Okay, so let's duplicate this room. We'll mark it as a cell so we can get people in it. Okay. Oh, we've just done that in time for our second prisoner. If I actually slow this down... No, in fact, we're not going to make it, so let's just speed it back up again. Let's clone the room. Quick build. Let's use that clone tool that we saw before. Make a copy of that room. So it needs $640 for one room. So there's one room, there's 2 rooms. I don't have enough for another room yet, so it should eventually tick over in a moment. So I'll be able to build another one. Come on, give me that next last. There we go. Another cell block. People going over to the shop. Nice, we're selling things. Brilliant. Looking good, looking good.